This is my 2016 Keeway Superlight, as you may have seen in my previous videos. The bike, as I said in the previous videos, I would do a regular update of the bike and how I'm getting on with it. I have now covered 44 kilometres, which is about 27 and a half miles. And I'm happy to report that I've had no mechanical problems with the bike whatsoever. It started first time, every time you start it, it still doesn't like the choke, but I don't know what that problem is. Why it doesn't like the choke. I'm not 100% sure on that. But you know, everything else in the bike has been pretty good. It's all, you know, done what it basically says on the tin. I know people have a bit of a downer on Japanese bikes, Chinese bikes, sorry. But you know, if we remember back a couple of, you know, not so long ago, when Japanese started bringing in bikes like Kawasaki and Honda, and people had a downer on them, and it was all about, you know, British Nortons and things like that. You know, and now nobody seems to buy anything else but Japanese bikes. Just let everyone know this is a kickstart as well, in case the electric starter breaks. I think they're pretty standard on all 125s. Also, I've realised what this is for now. This is like a kill switch. If you press this up when it's running, it kills the bike, which is pretty good. Now on to the other reason I'm doing this video. It's with a sorry and a heavy heart that I must report that I'm going to put the bike up for sale. As we speak, it's already on an internet auction site that will remain nameless. And this is because I did my CBT, and I thought I would enjoy riding, and I thought I'd be good at riding, and it was something that I would enjoy, and also it would save me petrol, as I live a fair distance from my place of work. But unfortunately, with the amount of traffic on the road and the way that some drivers behave on the roads, especially when you're learning to ride and you're on a smaller bike, I've decided that it isn't for me. You know, I've had a long and hard thought about this, and I've just come to the conclusion that you know, it's not something I want to do, and I'm going to go back to maybe you know, I've got a car, but maybe a second car or something that I can, you know, fiddle with or do up in my garage. Because I don't really know much about motorbikes. I know I'm more of a car man myself. But you know, I've given it a go, and that's all I can sort of ask. But I know that, you know, it's not due for a service till it's done 600 kilometres, which is about 372 miles. So it's got quite a long way on that yet. As you say, as soon as you turn the key, it starts. You know, it's a great bike. It really is, and it would suit somebody who you know, wants to commute or wants to learn to ride. And you know, it has the look of a bigger bike, which it really does. You know, it doesn't look small, and it sounds a lot bigger than what it really is as well. You know, and I mean, you know, there's not even any dirt on it. I've done some miles on it, but it's been dry. I won't go out when it's wet. Side stands works. Also, if you put that side down, stands down while the engine's running, it will cut out, which I think is pretty standard on most bikes. Chain's perfect. Tyres are great. Even this one, you know, plenty of tread on. It's a bit dirty where I've been riding it, but you know. But as I say, there's no marks on the bike at all. I've not crashed it, and that's not why I'm trying to sell it. It's just I literally don't think that riding's going to be for me. And I don't think that I'm ever going to feel comfortable enough riding a bicycle. And maybe it's because this, you know, 125s aren't the fastest thing on the road, and maybe that's why I don't feel so comfortable. But the thing is, I don't think I'd be of a standard to do my proper test either. So, you know, to cut my losses sort of thing, and you know, go back to something that I know more about, which is a car. But as I say, there's no mechanical faults with it at all. It starts first 10 with the key, runs, stops, goes, does what it does. You know, as I say, it's only done 27 miles. But as I say, everything, you know, everything's great. The thing is with these bikes as well, the Chinese bikes are becoming more and more popular. So there's quite a lot of dealers. You'd be surprised in your neighbourhood how many dealers there is that, you know, service these bikes, and parts seem to be readily available. I know there's a lot of websites that say, oh, you know, you're gonna have problems getting parts for them, but you know, the dealers seem pretty clued up on it, and you know, there's dealers that specialise in these bikes and have a ready supply of parts for them if you need any parts. Also with this bike, it's got the peg, so you can actually take somebody out with you. But I say this is a special edition one, so it loses the windscreen and the pack, the side panniers, and a few other bits. They made it lighter. You know, it's got that look of a street legal cruiser sort of thing, but without the street legal cruiser speed, which is a bit of a, you know. But all to all, it is a lovely bike, and it would, you know, it will do somebody who obviously is into bikes and wants something for going to work and back on, or just wants to learn. You know. But as I say, you know, I will keep doing regular updates on it until I come to sell it. Which, you know, could be a while. There's people watching it, but you know. But I will also include in the sale a brand new helmet, 2 pairs of pants, a jacket, a pair of gloves and a pair of boots. So basically you've got the whole kit and caboodle, which it cost me a pretty packet to get together, because obviously I had nothing. So I'm going to end this video now, but thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy my videos.